Hello and welcome back to Avowed. Last time we got our third companion, Giata, and this time we have to apparently level her up a little bit because we have unspent companion skill points, which I know because it told me when I turned on the game. So, we have three abilities. First one, Giata calls forth an invigorating wave of energy that heals all allies by 25% of their maximum health. Purification heals allies by 50% is boosted. Essence pressure. Enemies within range of purification are interrupted and knocked back. And essence shielding increases damage reduction of all allies by 20% for 15 seconds. Cool. Next one. It's a shield. Increases the amount of temporary health granted. It's a greater barrier. Medic shielding. When barrier ends, allies are healed in proportion to the amount of temporary health remaining. Impenetrable. While the barrier is active, Giata cannot be hit and knocks melee attackers back. Acceleration. Movement speed and attack speed. Evade attacks. Allies empowered by acceleration use their speed to gain 15% damage reduction. Extended acceleration increases the duration of acceleration by 10 seconds. Time shift. Any abilities activated while acceleration is active will have their cooldowns reduced by 50%. Alright. And then the final one is Reconstruction. Her attacks heal all allies by a small amount. Then you got, it increases the healing, grants temporary health to all allies who already have maximum health. Reconstruction revives incapacitated allies when Giata kills an enemy. How many points do I have? I have 4. Huh. I think I want this and I want Overcharge. So I want that and I want Overcharge. Why? I think that having the bonus health will be good because it will apply it pretty much all times. Because if you start combat, right, and she attacks, you will immediately gain the temporary health, right, just from combat starting. So that seems very useful. This is fine. I kind of think that this followed by Time Shift, though, seems really good. Not Time Shift, this followed by Evade Attack seems really good. So it gives you movement speed, attack speed, and damage reduction. So that's what I'm going to take. I'm going to take this and Evade Attacks. This, I think, works really well for us. So she's going to give us more maximum health. She's going to then reduce the amount of damage we take, make us attack, and give us move speed, and have a heal. Seems very good. Now, I do need to change the bar a little bit now. Let me take this out. So what are we moving? So immediately heal is there. Yeah, I don't think that's what we're going to do. Where is it? Is it E? There we go. So I think I want this to be 2. Because this one I can activate from the menu, right? If I need healed, I can open this up and activate it from the menu. So that seems fine. Yeah, and that works for me. Right. So in combat, I would probably want to start by pressing something like this for the move speed. And then off I go. And suddenly I'm super speed. Also outside of combat, pretty useful as well, apparently. Cool. I did want to come over here for another reason, but yeah, I want to test that out. And it's on like a 60-second cooldown. Alright. Over here. Hello.
Be careful with the Dream Scourge. We still don't know how or why it spreads.
We'll talk later. I just thought you might have something to say to Giata, but I guess not. Right, let's leave here. We have a couple of quests to do, the main one being this one, the Ancient Soil one, which I believe Totem of Defiance is probably in. But before we do that, let's go Emerald Stair, let's choose a camp, and let's camp. So I might as well choose the Naku Tedek one, because that's where we're going afterwards. Let's see what Giata has to say here. And what Marius has to say. And also we're going to get like an absurd amount of party banter, because we got a new companion. Right. Come on. I know you want to. Start your party banter. No party banter? Really?
I hope no one minds. I made myself at home.
Don't mind at all. It's good to have you. Tell us a bit about yourself, Giada.
Let's see. A few things about me. I enjoy long conversations, and my favorite season is autumn. Apparently, I also snore, which annoys some people.
So do I. Glad it won't just be me now. We should pitch our tents on either side of Marius. The drone really helps him sleep.
Right, that's me. And the first rule of camp is never listen to Kai. He's a blessed Nimdude of the highest order.
If anyone needs their soul tinkered on, don't hesitate to ask. I'm rather good with souls.
I'll take your word for it.
Right, hello.
Envoy? Hard to imagine what Giada's going through right now, with her parents and all that. I mean, I have no idea what actually happened there, but she lost her people. She'll need time to get past that. And she deserves it. Right, changing the subject?
I'd love to get your thoughts on our companions.
Right. I'm sure you'll find it absolutely gripping. Go ahead. I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
Tell me what you think about Giada.
Giada's a
Giada.
mystery to me. Animancers give me the vricus, and for good reason. Most of them would just as soon turn your soul into jewelry as look at you. Giada seems different. She's smart, thoughtful, and she's got a spine, too. You can tell when someone needs extra help out here, and she doesn't. So, yeah, I don't understand her, but I guess I don't have to, really.
Awesome. See ya.
Thanks for talking.
Alright, you got some
I wish
banter?
you could have seen Emerald Stair in better times.
What was it like? I've only passed through a few times over the years.
The evenings were cool. Fish leaped into our nets. Emerald Stair was everything.
Pleasant and abundant. Sounds like the fables old trenchers used to tell about Deadfire. Paradise.
Hello.
Thank you again for letting me join you. An Animancer never misses an opportunity to embrace the unknown. Still, being an Animancer feels different without Fior Messiverno. For the first time, I don't have to prove myself to anyone.
Well, Fior isn't going anywhere. You could always make amends.
You're forgetting all the bridges I burned on my way out. No, that part of my life is over. At least now I have a place I can call my own.
Well, I don't have much to offer aside from a messy camp and a bedroll. Welcome to stay or I'll smuggle you. Let's say you're welcome to stay as long as you'll have us.
Good, because I have a lot of research to do. And this could take a while. Not to change the topic, but this little adventure of ours, will it be dangerous?
Does that make you uncomfortable?
Just making sure I know what I signed up for. My mother and father taught me how to defend myself, among other things. When you need me, I'll be ready. I hope so, anyway.
Let's talk about Emerald Stair.
What's on your mind?
I'd like to learn more about Fior Messiverno.
Ah, you want a story? Very well. Settle in. It all started about 50 years ago, in the great city of Spirento. A young nobleman by the name of Maxim Vidaro sought to inherit a distinguished government position.
The same Maxim Vidaro whose body I found in a cave?
We'll get to that. A distant cousin cheated Maxim out of the title. He was devastated, his political future uncertain. No one lifted a finger to help. Not the banks, not the merchants, or the politicians. So, Maxim did what Valians do best.
Animancy?
Not exactly, but close. Maxim plotted his revenge. They say he prayed to Scan, the effigy, god of rebellion and defiance, to ask for a blessing. And Scan answered. Take their best and brightest, their heirs, their scholars, their futures, to the far side of the world, never to return. And Maxim did just that. he gathered a following and left the Valian republics, giving thanks to his dark god.
So he founded an animancy commune in the Living Lands.
We prefer to call it an intellectual haven of free thinkers, but it's true that most of us are animancers. Spirento was full of animancers, many of them in debt, and Maxim was a wealthy patron. They needed each other. So the animancers followed Maxim all the way out here, including my parents, Quilici, and others around town. At the time, this place was an animancer's dream. No oversight, limited government, and soil rich with essence. 40 years later, Maxim vanished. They say the effigy came to collect his soul. Of course, you and I know better. He died peacefully, content that what he made would outlast him. His son has been in charge ever since, for better or worse.
Thank you for the story, Giata.
Thanks for listening. We should do this again.
I love a good ghost story. Just not the dreams I have afterwards.
Hadn't heard all that before. Probably a lesson or two in there.
One of these days you'll have to tell me an Adiran ghost story. You learn a lot about people by what scares them.
You must know some local gossip.
Let me think. Quilici has a girlfriend, as cute as a button, and as smart as an archmage. That isn't a secret. I'm just happy for him.
Anything else?
Have you heard of the incident at Beldereno Pass? 20 settlers lost their lives in a winter storm. Ever since, people have heard ghostly cries from a nearby cave. Fascinating, isn't it? Tragic, of course, but fascinating.
Anything else?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I haven't heard anything new of late. Being an outcast means being out of the loop.
I'm wondering whether she's only meant to tell us about things that we haven't yet done. Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe that's it for her. I wanted to ask about you.
What do you want to know?
That's a lot. Let's do that one last. What do you think of our travel companions?
Anyone in particular? I warn you, I'm not the best judge of first impressions.
How about Kai?
Kai is a useful fellow. We need people like him to keep you grounded. Just not too grounded. On the surface, Kai is all charm and confidence. You feel good knowing he's around. But there's something deeper. Something in his core that he guards from everyone. Maybe even himself.
What makes you think so?
Kai wears his confidence like a mask. We all do. No one wants to project their frailties. But in his case, hiding behind it amplifies his better qualities. So I say, let him have his mask. If there's another side to him, he'll show us when he's good and ready. No need to rush a natural process.
Any thoughts on Marius?
Marius is working through something. An old wound that hasn't healed. A search for forgiveness? Who knows? He's a tough fellow, but I wouldn't put too much pressure on him.
What kind of pressure?
Good question. Mental and emotional pressure, specifically. Marius could hunt the great western stag if he set his mind to it, but his own feelings elude him. When he wants to find himself, give him room to do so, but don't push him. Just be there to catch him.
What do you think of me?
We haven't been together long, but I think I have you figured out. In Paradise, you handed your killer to the steel garrote. Much like tossing meat to a pack of wolves. Vior Messiverno tolerates you well enough. No doubt thanks to my influence. Of course, all I know is what you've done. You may not think these choices reflect who you are. At the end of the day, you shouldn't care what anyone thinks. All that matters is how you see yourself. I've spilled all the gossip I know. Ask me again when there's a new face in camp.
Your name is Castell. Any connection to Castell's folly?
That little island off of Dawnshore? None that I know of. Ignato Castle led the Valian trading company in the Deadfire archipelago. Among other things, he invested in the future of animancy, and apparently he had interests here.
What was Castell's folly?
He had some ideas about moving great distances in the blink of an eye. As far as I know, he was unsuccessful. Animancy and ambition are a dangerous mixture. Intoxicating, but dangerous.
I love that this whole conversation line is basically, your name sounds similar to someone else's name. It's spelled different, and it's a different person, but like, are you related? Any idea what happened to him?
Afraid not. I've heard a lot of contradictory stories coming out of the Deadfire in recent years. Some say Castle is still in power, while others think his second-in-command took over the Valian trading company. You know how it is. Wherever there's conflict, there's bound to be misinformation.
That's because there are different choices you can make in Deadfire, therefore there is no canon path because there is no Pillars of Eternity 3. Although this is kinda like the best we're gonna get. No family connection then?
I hope not. I wouldn't want my family associated with speculation, corruption, and whatever else happened in the Deadfire. We have enough problems already. Unfortunately, that's all I know. Whether or not Castle succeeded, I don't think it's folly to dream.
Have you ever tried animancy on yourself?
Now that you mention it, I did try and awaken my soul to become fully aware of my past lives. Every animancer tries and fails. It's practically a rite of passage. So, one evening, I crept into the workshop and cobbled an invention together from spare parts. Amateur work. Then I turned it on. Big mistake. The next thing I knew, it was morning. I was floating in the fountain, and my head was pounding like a drum.
You don't need animancy for that. Just rum and a crew on shore leave.
That answers a lot of questions, honestly.
Sometimes I wonder, what if it actually worked? What if all of this happened before, and I'm just reliving the events of a past life? I try not to think about it too much.
Yeah, that would mess you up. How does the phantasmal focus work?
Ah, a simple question with a very complicated answer. The device is attuned to the spiritual energy of the living lands, much like a compass to magnetic north. But essence is chaotic by nature. As you saw with your own eyes, imposing order on chaos is not without risk.
Could anyone wield the phantasmal focus?
Not for long. Don't get me wrong, this invention is a small miracle, but it isn't enough. The phantasmal focus was supposed to be the start of something grand. One lever of a device that exists only in theory. Perhaps it should remain that way.
We talk about what happened to your parents?
I suppose you deserve to know, after what I put you through. My mother wanted to expand Fiora's agriculture. Feeding Emerald Stair wasn't ambitious enough. She wanted to feed the world. She thought she could break the wilderness, using animancy as the whip. Turn the living lands into a garden.
That sounds ambitious, but incredibly dangerous.
That's putting it lightly. After my father put the finishing touches on the phantasmal focus, she was impatient to get started. After all, whoever controls the spirit of the living lands has nature in the palm of their hand.
So Emerald Stair was just a prototype for a bigger plan.
Indeed, a world run by animancy. Emerald Stair was just the beginning to her. My father thought she was brilliant. Others thought she was mad. I think she was a victim of her own ambition. She wanted so much, and there was so little time to achieve it. Theoretically, her plan should have worked. But the living lands had other ideas. When she used the phantasmal focus, theory collided with reality. Everything went wrong.
Does animancy often change people like that?
No. To my knowledge, the accident was no everyday occurrence. But neither was the experiment. My mother transgressed on nature, on existence itself. Still, I don't understand what went wrong. When I do, then I can finish her work.
How old were you?
I was 17. That makes it... Gods, has it been 13 years already? After they died, I wouldn't go near a lab. It was ages before Kolichi got me to crack open a book. I have a lot of catching up to do in my studies. Need to make up for lost time.
What makes you think we'll fare any better than your parents did?
My mother and father didn't know the risks, and I can't stop thinking about them. Caution and experience will stop us from repeating their mistakes.
What do you think happened?
I can't rule anything out, but I suspect the Dream Scourge had something to do with it. It lives in the essence of the living lands, corrupting whatever it touches. And if I'm right, that means it's been here a long time. Or the forces behind it. That's all I care to say for now. At least, about this topic. I thought my family's research could help Emerald Stare. That it could banish the Dream Scourge from our lands. Of course, Vidaro wouldn't even give me a chance. He was afraid of history repeating itself. Still, I'm hopeful. This legacy of mine could change Animancy as we know it. And something tells me I'm close to a breakthrough. Closer than my mother ever got.
So I'm just thinking, that was 13 years ago. That's not really long... Like, it's not long enough or short enough to be the direct cause of the Dream Scourge, right? What do I mean by that? Well, if it was longer, let's say it was 30 years ago. Well, then it could easily be, like, what triggered our character to be born as a godlike of an unknown god, right? It could easily be like it awakened something, we were then born, and then off we went. But 13 years is not nearly enough time for that. If it was a shorter amount of time, let's say 3 years, then it could easily be the cause of the Dream Scourge. But if it's been around for 13 years, either the Dream Scourge is really slow, or it's not the cause of the Dream Scourge. But it could have been like a forewarning of it, I guess. But, let's say, is that what you want?
Good question. The idea of finishing my parents' work gives me a warm feeling. But do I want it? I know I've got one lifetime, and I want to do something with it.
I thought we had many lifetimes, both ahead of us and behind us.
Very good. You know your metaphysics. This is the one life where I am Giada Castel, Animancer extraordinaire. In the next life, I could be an idiotic tree. I have an obligation to use the time I have. No Animancer has engineered an ecosystem before. Maybe, with a little luck, I could be the first.
Alright, that's enough.
Pleasant dreams.
Oh, this. Go, add it to it. Oh, she's got more she wants to talk about.
I can't believe it. Ranger Dorsal. A traitor to Fior Messiverno. Shame we had to kill her. But at least now she can't hurt anyone else. The damage is contained. More or less.
Oh, so she is gonna... We are gonna get all the interactions that we should have had with her. I mean, that's kind of cool, at least. Let's say we set an example. That's what matters.
Sounds like something Inquisitor Ludwig would say. And for once, she wouldn't be wrong. Still, it's a shame. Dorso gave up on the dream of Fior Messiverno. Blamed Animancers for the problems we tried to solve. And I hate to see anyone lose hope. That's all for now. Let me know if there's anything else.
Alright. Anything else? Yes?
Between the two of us, thank you for helping Yatsli reach that vase. Maybe it seems like nothing to you, but to her it's everything. When you consider how many Orlans and dwarves there are, it's outrageous that we build so high off the ground.
Oh. It's interesting that she's got something for this, because this was before we met her. And it would always be before we met her. But, let's say, I know, the Imperial Archives have some of the tallest bookshelves in Eora.
What a pain. Don't let her size fool you. On the inside, Yatsli stands as tall as a mountain. One of these days, she's going to change the world. shake things up, and I'll be at her side, grinning like a fool. Anyway, thanks again. Until next time.
Alright, that's her done. That's you done. Cool. I want to head to this. I just want to see what we can upgrade. So we could apparently upgrade our Grimoire of Greater Elements to Exceptional. Alright. Can I upgrade anything else? Like, can I... What am I missing for this? I'm missing Petrified. I'm missing Awakened Adra to upgrade it any further, apparently. Wait a second, really? Oh, it's the wrong one. There we go. Missing Petrified and Admeth's Vert. So I can make this with Hylia's Talon. So how much... Let's say that I wanted to upgrade it to this level. At 2618. 2618. So I don't have enough of that, because... Well, actually, how much do I need for this? So, yeah, I can only make 6 of these. And I can make 20 of those. So 6 and 20. What can I do with that? I can upgrade it 1 level. Alright. So what do I need? I need 3 and 4. So I need 4 of these. So let's go... Oh, that's the wrong button. Oops. So I need 4 of those. And then for this one, I need 3 of these. Wonderful. So that lets me upgrade this to a 3-1. Seems good to me. War Mage's Robe. Need 4 more of these. So let's make 4 of these while we're here. Wonderful. Let's me upgrade that just a little bit. It gives us 4 extra damage reduction. For the next level, we need a lot more Stelgar leather. Alright. Felt it was worth doing just while we were here. And then, it's time for us to leave. So let's exit here. Oh, this is cool. 1, we get to see these drawings somewhere else. And 2, it means that you choose your party each time you leave. That's neat, I guess.
Did they not glow in the light? Her parents, her sentinels. To grow and flourish still, life without rot, form without death.
You call that life? I doubt Giata thinks her parents are still alive in any way that matters to her. You and I have different ideas of beauty. If there was a horrible majesty to them, or can have one night without you butting in. Let's say you call that life. I doubt Giata thinks her parents are still alive in any way that matters to her.
The lake dries. Prune the bellflowers. Why should anything wilt? Endless spring. They breathe. They flower. They will never fade.
Somehow, I don't think they agreed to this.
They sing in peace. Was it not worth the change?
No, we can't decide for others. They should always have a choice. We'd say, well, it's her who's inflicted it. If it was us who'd inflicted it, we'd be like, yeah, it's great. But we're inherently hypocritical.
Do we not? The bear would have spent its days in the wood. They are strong now, vibrant, better than their frail shells.
I suppose they live on in some form. We'll give her that.
More than alive. No suffering. No end. Sleep now. Dream of beauty and new life. We will speak soon.
Very ominous. Right. Up here. Oh, never mind. Up here. Nope, never mind. No climbing allowed. Up here, and in we go. So, in here, we're expecting to see a new area. Or at least a new area we can now access. Let's see.
There should be some equipment by the Adra pillar.
Aha.
Well, here we are on the precipice of discovery. Armed and ready for mischief.
I'm 2 out of 3 anyway.
Before we get started, indulge me. What are you excited to learn about?
The Dream Scourge. Anything I can about the entity tethered to my soul, I'm open mind, or we get this over with. Let's say the Dream Scourge and how to stop it. That's our goal. The Emperor gave us our goal.
Good. We're on the same page. Now, I'm going to tap into the pillar's dormant energy and give it a good shake. In layman's terms, I'm chumming the water and daring the Dream Scourge to show its ugly face.
It's so weird to have her centered in the screen because it's giving me the Bethesda game zoom in vibes where it's it always centered the character's face, zoomed right in, and it was just their face speaking directly to you in the center. It's like, it's not like this is how we usually see people in this game, like off to the side. Let's say I'm ready.
This is no time for hesitation. All right. Drawing on the energy of the phantasmal focus, I'll start with a low-frequency ethereal vibration. I've got nothing. You?
Like I could go for some pie.
Shit. All right, adjusting the frequency. The focus is warming up. I hope that's a good sign. Let me know if you feel something. Who knows how your godlike nature will react to this. Brace yourself. We're going to pin this bastard down.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure about this?
Don't worry, I'm a professional. Now, here goes nothing.
Souls in a circle, a whirlpool. We twine. We twine.
Hey, I think I got something. The focus twitched, like a fishing rod. Is that a door? Not the result I was looking for, but a result nonetheless.
What does the phantasmal focus tell you about that?
That we're on the right track. Right before the door opened, I detected something in the Adra. I was right. The Dream Scourge has a point of origin. We can study the affliction from here, but I don't know that we can stop it.
Couldn't we just send a little healing magic through the Adra?
Oh dear. How do I explain? Imagine tossing a pebble and hoping it flattens a blade of grass on the other side of the world. That's what you're asking, and it won't work.
But there's still a chance it could work.
There's an even greater chance we end up like my parents. Sorry, but no. If we want to stop the Dream Scourge, we still need to learn more about the source of the affliction. I hate to say it, but we'll get better results at the base of the pillar, where the energies are more potent.
Any theories about what's going on here?
We shouldn't jump to conclusions. After you.
But we gotta see what's down there now.
Yeah, obviously. Obviously, we gotta see what's down there now. I agree.
Did you open that door?
Yeah. Wait, that's the wrong button.
I've been praying here for ages. And in all that time, I've never found a way down to the lower levels. Not one. You're going down there, aren't you?
That's the plan. Any advice?
I tell the acolytes to walk softly for a reason. Something is alive down there. Or if not alive, moving.
What could survive down there for so long?
Whatever it is, it knows only the depths. If you don't return, I'll tell the others what happened.
I appreciate it.
How tall, good-looking, and charming we all are.
Ooh. I think this is where this game shines. This kind of place. It's kind of similar. I was thinking, oddly, it's similar to Skyrim, where the open world is fine, like it's good, it's acceptable. But in the dungeons, that's where all the cool stuff happens. So,
I did not bring us here to explore.
I'm happy for this.
Clearly, something wants to be found.
Does this feel like the start of a cautionary campfire tale to anyone else?
Little bit.
Wonder, did you open the door? Or did the door open for you?
Ooh. Oh, up here. Grab that. Probably means there's going to be a water puzzle at some point, because it tends to give you what you need for the puzzles. Right, or when I say puzzle, it's going to be like chuck it on the floor to make some ice. Still. Over here, just checking the stairway. Thought I heard something. I think there's anything here though. I think it's round the corner somewhere. Get those. Get the regen. Oh, in fact, talking of regen, let's assume we're fighting. Crouch. There's something around the corner here.
Quiet as the depths.
Incredible. These ruins are untouched. We are the first to When was the last time anyone walked these passages? It must have been centuries. No, millennia. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll talk more once we reach the bottom.
So this is activated from somewhere. There's no... Oh, right, from this. Ah, I can use her to activate these now if I want to. Wait, how do I access her ability for that? Oh, it's there. I see. We can obviously just shoot it, but I wanted to see how we did her one first. Destroy that. Yes, that's where the ice is there. The health potion. Destroy that. Grab that. Up here, we can get some more Hylia's Talon. And open this, which needs a lockpick. Great. We'll have all that. Ooh, last thing we need for Skane? It is.
Those artifacts you found fit together somehow. Let's have a closer look at camp.
Will do. I'm just making sure that we grab all the regen that we can here as well. By destroying things. There's no reason not to. I might hurt. Didn't. Alright. It's fine. Let's get some more regen. And down here... Let's try and get some speed so we can destroy more. I love that it's optimal to destroy stuff now. Right, I think I heard something around the corner. And I saw it. Ice. Ow. That was one hit. Very sore. Give me some movement speed. Blast it. Oh. Kill the corruptor. Ow. That hurt quite a lot. Not the biggest fan of what happened there. Plants. Grab these. Get what's in the lockbox. Alright. More essence. There's another plant thing here, but there's also something around the corner. As we can see another room in here. Which appears to be behind a fire door.
Here it comes.
Don't know where that is, but that's where the other stuff is here. The plant must be the other side of that wall. That's worrying, the noise that was from over there. Ah, so this is why we needed the ice thing. It's for here as well. Ow, that hurt. Well, not the best idea to walk through poison, but good we know what it is now. One of these.
Watch out. There's a trap right above it.
Ah. Staying at the edge. Right. That away. Oh, actually, there's enemies here apparently.
Subtle as a mouse.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the enemies are.
Patience. I'm almost ready.
There we go. Blast it. Ice. Fire. Keep attacking. Get the priest. Right, got the one we needed to down there. Blast them. Keep hitting. It's dead. Oh. Perfect.
Beautiful. Life into death. To think it survived all these years.
It's surprisingly colorful. Not sure what I expected.
Ooh.
We've seen godless architecture before. But I've never seen godless art until now. Just imagine how much has been lost. We should keep moving. I don't mean to slow us down.
In here. Thought I heard something else appear, but I didn't. I think it's just these making extra noise after a little bit. I think that's what's been happening. Blast it. Open. Blast it again. Destroy some more of the pottery. Priceless pottery. There's the colourful cycle of life, I think it is. You were saying? Yeah. Or life into death, I think is the exact phrasing.
I would not go swimming if I were you. Unless you wish to meet your maker. There must be a way across. If not underwater, perhaps over it. With the help of some ice.
Oh. Yeah, there's this. Obviously helps a little bit. Let's do something like that. There we go. It replenished your thing that you had to use to get across there. Oh, don't know what that actually activates. Was there a thing up there, maybe? Oh no, it turns off the traps, I see. Well, let's continue in through this way. Oh, couldn't see what we had to destroy, I just saw the symbol. And heard the sound. Grab that. And this as well. There's an enemy there, apparently, somewhere around there.
Lead the way.
And we'll grab that.
What in the name of Eora is that?
You, think it's sleeping?
Oh
Never
my.
seen anything like it before. I don't believe it's a statue. No, this was alive once. And the people who lived here were terrified of it.
Oh wow. Massive thing. Giant
Whatever
slumber.
this is, at least it's dead. 2 points for the godless.
Never a dull moment with you in charge.
Oh, alright, blast him.
Let's finish. Give me the
Give me the move speed. Just fireball in its face. If nothing else, it staggers it. Ow. Ow. Heal. Essence. Blast it. Okay. I was just spamming help me basically to him. Ice. Fire. Lots of area of effects here. Heal. Down this way. Shield. Lightning. Shoot him in the back. Keep blasting him. Taunt him again so he stays taunted. Ice. Lightning. Heal.
I'm not dead yet.
Blast over there. Just keep attacking. We'll get him eventually.
Patience.
Alright. Put smaller blights now. Keep attacking. Okay. Right, shoot it. And blast. Oh. Well, that's because I took the weapon. They do like that if you take the weapon, you can get it, but you have to do a fight for it kind of sections. Which, yeah, I kind of like. Right, so let's have a look at that new weapon we got, which we're not going to use. Giant Slumber. Power attacks deal moderate stun damage against vessels. This weapon was used by the godless to defend themselves from the mage folk in dire circumstances. While they're ultimately unsuccessful, this weapon was able to fell one. Is that meant to be magic folk? I think it's meant to be something like mage folk, but constructs by the looks of it. We'll just stack up a couple hundred there. I'll also use one of these just so that we keep our regen. There we go. Then further on. Also, did you see there? It stopped regenning when it realized that the potion was going to max us out. So in theory, if you want it to have constant regen, don't use the potion. Although obviously then you're just going to regen slower, but anyway. It's an interesting consequence of that. Alright. That's another thing here. Is that some kind of... That looks like a pillar of Adra.
Death into life. Interesting. The godless clearly had some ideas about reincarnation, even if they didn't have a god.
Every other culture I've come across reveres the gods, even if they give them different names and pictures.
Can you imagine life without any gods to guide your destiny? Without anyone shepherding you this way and that? Of course I can imagine it, but I'll wager you have a harder time.
Well, you think a godlike might have a harder time not living life with a god deciding some of their action, or like dictating some of their actions? It does seem like that would be rather difficult. Alright. Are they dancing? Those are kobolds. And sporelings. Ah. And other things in here.
Something?
Let's figure out how I wanted to handle that.
Ready to make an entrance?
This thing's called Cilia.
Down here. Clever things must have their own secret entrance. I'll say it. I'm impressed.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Hit him. Ice. Let's keep attacking. One down. Lightning. Alright. Keep attacking. Fireball. I'll get her to heal the companions. Lightning. Give me more resistance. Give me more resistance. Double resistance up there. Fireball. Right, lightning. Did not get any moment to do
There are any
anything.
monsters left? Show yourselves.
Uh,
Some of us have work to do.
There are some up here,
That
apparently.
means the coast is clear. Let's have a look at the Adra pillar.
Oh, I got some awakened Adra. That's good. Got that as well. Apparently a corpse over here somewhere from someone we killed without even really noticing it. Plant past here.
Hear us through the Adra.
Alright, I'll do that in a second. Let's go... Can't go this way either. Because there are enemies over there somewhere. And there's obviously a way through here. That's one.
Find us.
Two. And then... There'll be another one over here. Well, that one goes down this way and that links into there. The other one goes there. So it might be through a wall somewhere. I think it might be through there. Could be wrong. Could be up. Around. I think the last one's going to require us to go somewhere. It's going to require us to do this. There we go. That's how we get up here. Then let's just get this lockbox. Destroy more of these for the regen. Then over here, yeah, I saw the thing go in through the wall. Right, into the water. And there's the plant that I saw through the wall. And there's the chest. More awakened Adra. So it's definitely like, hey, here's an opportunity to upgrade some of your equipment when you leave here. Do a save. Then that door I assume will open later. I'm just looking to see if there's anything down here for us. Don't believe there is. Right. Quick save. Into the awaken or into the Adra pillar.
We've backed the Dream Scourge into a corner. I say we pin it down here and now, before it wriggles away from us.
What about all the animancy gear we left behind?
The equipment was compensating for a poor connection to the beyond. Here, we won't have that problem. The last time we tried this, you felt something, yes? Maybe it had to do with your godlike nature. Try making contact with the Adra this time. It could only help. The effect should be stronger than before. Brace yourself.
Alright. Oh.
You are here. You who bring us kind words and soothing thoughts. We welcome you. The mourners are gone now. Only the memories remain.
You are so creepy. Let's say that sounds lonely. Will you share these memories with me?
Lonely, yes. None have asked after us in so long. We open to you as a bud before the sun. We once belonged to the green and the wild. A people lived there once. They loved us as we loved them. They brought their dead to us. We used to dip our fingers, wade in the confluence of souls.
You're describing worship. The godless did have a god. You.
We felt the thrill of their wonder. We basked in their desire to know us. They brought their prayers to us. We answered.
If you're a god, why has no one heard of you?
Our people died, Their books were burned. No one was left to speak our name. But we remember an age of connection and wholeness. Our eyes opened. We were the earth, the sky, many into a whole. We touched the mountains and they molded to our fingerprints. The Akita twined around us. They sang in awe of what we made. They called us the gardener, steward of life. Sapadal.
Oh. Sapadal. That specifically now changed the name from the voice. Sapadal is your divine patron and the god of the living lands. Well, confirms it's our divine patron. We basically assumed. Imprisoned and alone, they rattle the bars of their cage and cry for help that only you, their godlike, can provide. In all my studies, I've never encountered your name. All these years I've wondered whose godlike I am. I'm your godlike. Makes you a god of dead people and my deity. Nice to meet you properly. I say, in all my studies, I've never encountered your name.
None who remember us still live. But we have felt in you the seed of connection. We have sought you, called to you. And you reach back. We have not known the joy of companionship in so long.
Wait, in the Strangleroot, I asked you whose godlike I am. You told me none of this. Let's say that.
A mistake, nothing more. We swear, we kept nothing from you. This prison clouds our mind, our memories as murky as fetid water. Find us, free us. The rot that festers seeps into us as well. Our cage is far from here, buried in the garden, beyond the poison sea.
The garden? Garden is a mythical location full of ancient power and mystery. You still haven't told me why you were imprisoned. That's actually a great question.
Would that we knew. Our jailers gave us no explanation. But perhaps the ancients who were beloved to us, perhaps they can quiet the questions in your mind. Go to the halls of the Tabaru Sinakis. We will try to explain. Those who cherish us, the chosen of the Akita, wait there. They will show you the way to the garden, to our prison.
Tabaru Sinakis were ancient guardians of the living land, born as godlikes and imbued with a special purpose from their creator. We heard about that in the memory that we had, the ancient memory. Let's say, and then you'll help me end the Dream Scourge?
We will cleanse this rot with you once our hands are unbound. Find us in the garden. We twine, we await.
Oh, I don't believe you.
First, let us offer you a sliver of our power, a boon to help you survive and find us. Will you accept it?
A sliver of your power is a sliver of your soul. Your gift makes me a little more you.
A mere drop in a lake, a drop of our blood, our sap, giving to nourish you. We would never harm you, seed of our soul. We could not, even if we wished such cruelty. Your will remains yours.
Huh. I'm going to accept it, because we accepted it last time when we're sticking with the path, but I feel I'm going to regret this later.
Take it with our blessing. Now hurry to the halls of the Tabaru Sinakis. Bind us. Free us.
Thorn of Sapadal. Fires a thorn of energy that passes through multiple enemies, causing damage on impact and momentarily rooting them into place.
You're awake. Finally. We really pushed the phantasmal focus to its limits.
You were out a long time. We gotta start bringing pillows.
For a second there, I thought... Actually, never mind what I thought.
You thought I was dead, didn't you?
Actually, I thought your soul had been blasted to 1,000 pieces. But I'm happy to be proven wrong. While you were out, I got some clear readings of the Dream Scourge. I've tracked its origin to the center of the living lands. Somewhere deep in the untouched wilderness.
The garden. They called it the garden.
You've heard of it? Fascinating. Maybe someone knows about this garden of yours. If we find the garden, we can cut off the Dream Scourge at its source. I hesitate to bring it up, but you were muttering while you were out. Had quite a lot to say. Whatever you were communing with, it had a spiritual energy I've encountered before, though only in traces. It must be connected to the Dream Scourge. Perhaps they share a similar origin.
Their name is Sapadal.
Yes, Sapadal. Who are they? What are they to you?
Apparently, I'm Sapadal's godlike.
Excuse me? Sapadal is a god? But that's impossible. How could we have missed this?
I believe they're trapped in the garden for some reason.
A trapped god. Trapped. And you spoke to them through the Adra. Maybe that tells us something.
You think Sapadal is trapped inside the Adra?
Perhaps. The bars of their prison would be forged of essence, not iron. We've long theorized that all Adra is connected, but that changed when Animancers came to the living lands. The Adra here is severed from the rest of Eora, connected only to itself, or so we believe. If Sapadal speaks and works through Adra, then the living lands is their prison, their tomb.
Sapadal wants me to free them.
Now that is a tall order. We know the Dream Scourge is coming from this garden of yours. Maybe Sapadal can help us fight it.
We don't even know if Sapadal can be trusted.
Indeed. That will be for you to judge. The real question is, where do I start?
I need to find the halls of the Tabaru Sanakas.
Doesn't ring a bell, but maybe someone's heard of it before. We'll find the source of the Dream Scourge in the garden, but we have to find the garden first.
Then that's where we start.
Let's return to Fior Messiverno. Banished or not, maybe I can squeeze a few answers out of my colleagues.
What does this mean for Emerald Stair?
Gods, I don't know. The farms, the community, my research, they all depend on animancy. But the Dream Scourge is the end of animancy, the end of the living lands as we know it. We should leave this place and its memories. There's nothing more for us here.
Finding a secret entrance and discovering a new god. Not bad for a day's work.
Stop!
Oh?
The trees splinter, the rice turns black. The pain! The pain!
What's happening?
They trample the farmlands, they tear down the gates.
Oh?
I lost you for a second there. Something the matter?
The Steel Garrote? I'm guessing. I have a bad feeling. We need to get back to Fior Mesiverno fast.
Oh no. Let's go. You take the lead.
Come on. There's a way up those stairs.
Ooh, we've discovered the secret of Naku Tadek. Well, apparently there's a way up here. Also says there's an enemy up there, but I don't know if that's true.
There is such a thing as learning too much. The mortal mind can only take so many revelations at a time. What we discovered here, it changes everything.
A hidden god in the living lands. Who knew?
Yeah. Well, back to Emerald Stair via this. So this is going to be an exit somewhere? It's probably going to be like a button to exit, right? Like a wall and then a button. Now that I think about it. Oh no, it's just an area. Oh ho ho ho!
No!
Andra's depths. This was no accident.
Well, that's a visual. This was just somewhere we couldn't access before. Well, this has to be where we end the episode for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.